what is it about this that I'm avoiding? What is it about this that makes me fearful? Procrastination or a lack of motivation is usually an indication of something else. So I did have a read through of the document that you sent over, which I'm assuming was based on a voicemail transcript or something. I think it depends on how you're positioning it. I think if you're positioning it as Life OS, then I think you need to make it more holistic. Hello friends, good morning. We were working from home today. I got up, I had a meeting with Allie that I needed to prepare for, so was up around 6. We had our call at 8. It's about 9-ish now. I needed to clean up the kitchen because I left it in quite a state yesterday. London boy is off with his family. They had a death in the family a couple of weeks ago, so he is at the funeral and I would be with him to go to Scotland. However, I am actually leaving to go back to the States tomorrow to see my family. So it just didn't make sense because I have to get up and head to the airport tomorrow and I couldn't really take more time off of work. So he is with his family. I'm here at home with Moo and I am just starting the day. I'm trying to basically focus on hydrating with water until about the time when I need to get up and start like properly working. And so I am using my new tumbler. This is our Ready for Revolution tumbler with the crumbling ivory tower. This is based on the Babel image, but I think it kind of looks like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. So I didn't want to dismantle the Leaning Tower of Pisa, just to be clear. I'm having my Shreddy Super Greens. This is the new cherry flavor. Honestly, it kind of tastes like you would expect. If you were to get like a cherry seltzer, but remove the fizzy bit, that's kind of what this tastes like. So it's not great. It's not bad. It is what it is. I need to take a shower, wash my hair, and do a bit of filming today, as well as do a lot of work for Productivity Lab. Going on and on about the sales pages, you guys have been watching Vlogmas, so normally when I do like a weekly vlog, you only really hear me talk about a work project for a time or two because I'll talk about it in one vlog and then maybe a second vlog, but because I'm doing Vlogmas and I'm vlogging basically every day, I feel like I'm talking about it a lot, which is fine. I just feel like maybe it's annoying. That's my job. That's what I do. I'm working on the sales pages. Yesterday, I looked over a ton of the data from the refund forms, from the intake forms, and our testimonials in order to identify what it is that people are looking for. And when they do have a transformation, what do they attribute it to? And so that is being used in order to help me, one, develop the actual features of the product and of the offer, but also how I position the sales page. So sales page and copy really has a strong impact on somebody's clarity about a product, especially an online community, which is still quite new to people. And so I've just been like tweaking and refining and just messing around with it. And so now that I have that data populated, I have a bit of a clearer idea. Running through that and finishing up the sales pages today. We have a ton of meetings this afternoon, which I don't normally have on Thursdays. that's the way the cookie crumbled today. And I head to California tomorrow, so there's a lot that needs to be done by end of day today. I also have a Christmas party I'm going to this evening at my friend's bookshop. She works at Jarndyce, which is one of the top retailers of rare books in London, and I'm really excited to see her and to go to that Christmas party. I think that a couple of our friends are going to be there. I think Eve might be there, so that'll be really fun, which means that I do need to get a lot done before then. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna take a shower. I just need to deal with this situation. It just feels greasy and my skin is breaking out like crazy. It's just that time of year when you feel a bit grunge. Maybe I'm the only one that feels that way, but I feel like it's general sentiment that the winter uglies just hit hard in December and you feel like you're ready for the January glow up or something. But I'm gonna go take a shower. I'm gonna stop rambling and I'll check in with you guys in a little while. I normally have a rule with my vlogs that I always have to have B-roll between talking clips in order to show you rather than tell you what I'm doing. However, all I have done so far is take a shower, get ready, and do a bit of work. And then I got a package in the mail, my new sweater. And it is the nicest sweater I think I ever bought. So let me zoom you out. This is it. It is from Beaufort and Blake. And I saw, I think Josie LDN and Lydia Millen have been wearing this. And it just looked so cozy and country. And I wanted to get one for my sister for Christmas, and they were running a Black Friday deal, and so I decided I'd get myself one too so we could match. And it is the coziest, chunkiest, softest material, and also the arms are actually long enough. So I'm like 6 feet tall, and so it's really hard to actually get sleeves that are nice and long, and even if they're rolled up, I feel so luxurious. It feels so nice. I am working on the sales pages based on the conversation I had with Allie this morning, and then I need to sit down and film a video. I'm trying to decide which one to film. We've got the academic gift guide. I should probably do the academic gift guide like ASAP, but I'm a little worried that I don't have quite enough time because I would need to sit down and plan it. Maybe the 10 books that changed my life. And then I also have the 10 books, where is it? And then the other video I have is books to help you fall back in love with reading. That feels like a nice cozy video to film. I'm just feeling quite rambly and not entirely sure what to share with you guys today because it's just one of those working days and it's a day before I travel back to the States. So I've just been getting some bits and bobs put together. I checked in for my flight already, making sure my passport is actually out so that way I don't forget it. Anyway, I'm gonna go do laundry and then film a video and get back to work. It's been good. It's been good. I feel like I haven't had a nice proper chat with you in so long.
I'm stuck in your vlog, Kaelyn. I have to say, I've watched every single day so far because it comes at a really nice time for lunch. I feel like I know like you're stuck.
Cool. Yeah, so as we spoke about last time, we were talking about positioning, messaging, etc. We've done a lot of work in order to compile all of the intake form data, the testimonial data, and all of the refund data in order to see what language the students are actually using themselves in identifying what their problem was coming in, what kept them, what was their win, what was the transformation they experienced, but also what made certain people leave. Whenever I have to go on holiday, Moo goes and stays with a pet sitter. And that is just that way I can keep the peace between her and London Boy because he is not a dog person. He was not a dog person when I met him. He and Moo have a very happy friendship when I am here, but they have a very unhappy friendship when I am not here. And they just go to war every time I leave town. And so in order to keep the peace between both of my beloveds, Moo goes and stays with a friend. So I pay to have her go to a pet sitter, and I just had to drop her off, and I just hate being in the apartment without her. There's something about just having Moo's presence that just puts me at ease, and I feel really sad whenever she's gone. I just got a picture from the dog sitter. So she stays with the dog sitter who also has another dog, and she sent me a cute photo. I am trying everything in my power to get stuff done and stay motivated. I feel like I've been like really on top of it this week, and today I have very little left to give. And all I would really like to do is just curl up and read a book. But I have to film. I need to finish up these stupid sales pages because every time I make them up, I feel like there's some major thing that I need to tweak. I think also another part of my quote unquote like lack of motivation is that there's this one particular thing I need to do. There's one thing on my to-do list that I'm just really nervous about. Not the act of doing it, but the result of it. Like once I finish the thing, I have to actually put that thing out into the world. That's really scary. And so I guess one of the things I wanted to talk about as I was thinking about what am I doing with this vlog was talk about how procrastination or a lack of motivation is usually an indication of something else. So it's not just that, oh, I don't want to do the thing. There's a reason you don't want to do the thing. Or there's like a reason that is underlying the thing that you need to do. So for example, I need to work on the sales page. I need to film at least one YouTube video, but there's also another thing that I need to do, and that is the thing I am avoiding. And so basically I am not doing the other two things I could do and need to do because there's one thing on my list that I really don't want to do. I think about this a lot with my job and with Productivity Lab, but I also think a lot about this with, you know, students and with the comments that I get from people. They'll say, you know, how do you get motivation? How is it that you do this? How is it that you do that? And whenever I have come up against something whereby I don't want to do it, or I don't feel like I have the energy to, there is sometimes a physiological reason for that, but majority of the time it is emotional and psychological. What I have tried to figure out over the last year is how to be really cognizant of those signs. For example, right now, I really just want to go take a 30-minute break and read my book and give myself a little bit of a reprieve before I need to jump into my next call. But what I should do is film this thing that I need to get out. I keep having this battle with myself where on the one hand, I'm like, oh, well, I should be soft and caring and kind to myself, but actually the kind thing for me to do would be to finish that thing, because that is what is causing me the most anxiety. And I have a lot of hesitation towards doing that thing, but I don't have the hesitation towards doing the thing because of the effort of the thing. I have a hesitation towards doing the task because finishing the task means that I have all of the materials to submit for this one project. In doing so, then it is going to be received and perceived by other people. That is what I'm avoiding. I guess if there's something that you are currently struggling with or avoiding, I want you to ask yourself, what is underlying that? For example, a lot of the people in Productivity Lab want to start a side business or something, and they just keep saying, oh, I don't have the time, I don't have the time, I don't have the time, I have a full-time job, etc. Now, given there are certain circumstances whereby I understand that there are other barriers, that people are neurodivergent and that they might need other systems and tools in order to help them get through the stages of starting. With that aside, however, I'm just going to make a broad generalization. So I'm acknowledging that I'm making a generalization. When we can acknowledge what is underlying the problem, it doesn't necessarily fix it, but it does allow you to look at it face on and say, perhaps that's not actually the problem, or perhaps the thing that I fear is actually not that bad if I can give it a face, if I can actually call it out and identify it. My fear right now is failure. I have this project that I'm sending out. It's for something that I really want. I don't know if I'm going to succeed at it. I feel really insecure about it. I don't think that I'm necessarily qualified, but I should take my shot. Like, I should give it a try. Me fearing not getting the thing is really not a good enough reason to not do it. And so, if you are struggling, whether it's with your dissertation, or it's starting a side hustle, or it's making a YouTube video or something, I want you to just sit for a second and try to look at it face on and identify, what is it about this that I'm avoiding? What is it about this that makes me fearful? Then try to find the strength to start. And so I'm gonna film the damn thing, and then I'm gonna go to my P2AX office hours and I will deal with the potential failure and the results later. But for right now, I just gotta get past step number 1, and that is put the camera on the tripod. So I did it. I filmed it. It was much less painless than I thought it was gonna be, because it always is. It always is. But we did it. I filmed it. Got past it. You can get past it too, I promise. I'm here supporting you. I believe in you. I believe that we can all do hard things. And now it is time for my favorite thing about my job, which is my P2AX office hours. We have the Accelerator, which is basically a coaching program for YouTubers. Everybody on the team runs these bi-weekly office hours for the students. And it is my favorite part of the job. I just love talking about YouTube, and I love talking about creating online communities, and it's just wonderful. Okay, stop rambling now. I'm gonna go to my office hours. I'm excited to see everyone. When I say curiosity gap, so for example, it's having a phrase or an expression or an image that leads somebody to then want to go look at the title. So the answer is somewhat in the title. A good goal for you is to try to focus on getting that to about 6, between 5 and 6. So I would say over the next month, it's going to be a little challenging because of the holidays. So like, give yourself maybe a little bit of time in the new year. But I would really focus on doubling down on your thumbnails and trying to generate that curiosity gap. Hello. It is the end of the day. I got my work done and am now heading out to the Christmas party at Jarndyce. I somehow can manage to fit my Kindle in my Polen bag, which is fantastic. It is a godsend because I really want to bring Glow of the Everflame with me, but it is raining cats and dogs out there. So I'm going to put my hair up in, I think I'll just, what do I do? I'll probably just braid it, and then I'll take an umbrella because it is just pissing it down with rain outside. And it's time to head to a Christmas party. So I'll get some clips on my phone so that you guys can experience the festivities. But it was a very good, productive day. I'm really glad that I got that one thing done before office hours, because I finished putting it together, sent it with the other materials, and we'll see how it goes. But I feel really good because I got it done. So thanks for the additional motivation. Even though I'm not talking to you directly, it feels like I am. Like, I feel as though I am communicating with you guys, especially because right now I'm doing Vlogmas, and so I'm seeing your comments every day, and I recognize the same people. So I recognize, for example, there's like 3 people that always are the first to comment on my videos. And I just want you to know, I see you, I appreciate you. I am so thankful for the times that you leave a comment. So I do feel like I'm talking to you. And even though I don't know your names, I just want to say thank you. So anywho, let's head over to Russell Square-ish, or I guess it's more, which area? Bloomsbury, I suppose, and go to a holiday party. I'm heading home from the Christmas party. I feel like getting older is recognizing that you've always been an introvert and will always be an introvert. But now you just have less shame about leaving at a time that is more comfortable for you. And it is about 9:30 and I'm tuckered out and I've done a lot of socializing for the last few hours and it is time for me to go home. All right, friends, it is the next morning and I am gonna go ahead and end off today's vlog because I am heading back to California. I'm gonna go head over to the airport right now. So I'm gonna call it an end to this installment of Vlogmas. I hope that you enjoyed. And next time you see me, we'll be back in the Golden State. Yeah, California is the Golden State and Florida's the Sunshine State, I think. Anywho, see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye, friends.